Good evening. I am once again filming one of these, not at a time when I am relaxed, but at a time when I need to relax. It was my 30th birthday party yesterday, so I'm a wee bit hungover, but I'm doing the friend equivalent. What's the friend equivalent of something opportunistic like a booty call? I'm just seeing if people are around to hang out, because I don't want my birthday weekend to be over yet. But it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday, so the time has come to just accept a quiet recovery evening in, I suppose. And I've got plenty to present, to report. So, very good friend of mine who originally loaned me the PS4 and bought me other games in acts of generosity. Did some wonderful gift giving yesterday. One of the things I could feel in the parcel, I mean, it seems kind of youthful. It was nice actually getting presents. You know, I didn't really expect that from a couple of people because you're 30 years old. Well, next week. I'm not expecting people to come with gifts, but a couple of people did, and it was very nice. I got a couple of very, very nice things. Very nice gestures. I'm going on about things and being given gifts. Sounds very entitled. So the less said about it, the better. But feeling the presence and knowing that he knows exactly what I'm into, as he is as well, I felt I'll show you the encasing box. I was like, what is this? I could feel this, and I was like, well, it could be a VHS, but it doesn't feel heavy enough to be VHS. And you know, it's possibly not quite long enough for a VHS either. And it could be a Mega Drive box, but I couldn't feel the little that goes on a Mega Drive box. So I was like, I'm not sure about it. But oh, well, you're right. Ballpark. Well, something I've never seen before. I guess these are this is Electronic Arts. Aha. Oh, I see. This is like an all-purpose games box. So, what was actually in it was an N64 game, which has been a bit of a running joke. Bass Hunter 64. Actually, same guy who got me this is the one who posted me with the PS4. Shrek Swamp Kart Speedway. This is kind of in the same vein. It's funny that, you know, I, for the first time, really take a risk on a very weird N64 game last week in the form of Space Station Silicon Valley, and then I get this. So I think my journey towards N64 obscure game completion is underway. Not that it's anywhere near completion, but just that now seems like, would I? Anyway, yeah, I think it became a joke between us because he told me that the boxed version of it was actually really quite valuable, but maybe that's just true for all like boxed sealed stuff. He said it was a few hundred, and he was therefore interested in getting it, but he bought a cart which is worth next to nothing, like most N64 carts. So it's not valuable, but it's funny. I like it. Bass Hunter 64. So, and you know, like I say, I'm not, you know, I was fortunate enough and surprised enough to even receive gifts in the first place. It certainly is not like when you're a child, when you get games. That's what you get for your birthday. Well, when that's the only game I got, of course. But when shopping today with the friend in question and went to a couple of places. Got some nice finds at the Icebox Arts and Music Centre, set up by New Hellfire Club, who run music events in Glasgow. It's a kind of thrift store type charity shop, basically set up for their, I don't know if you call it a foundation. I think they're a charitable organisation anyway. Yeah, and they had a bunch of games, a lot of like PS2, Xbox, PS3, like some of it shovelware, but like some games that would be interesting. There's a few like Final Fantasy 13s. Not that that's a great game, but you know it's not FIFA levels of ubiquity, perhaps. Now, Cheap and Cheerful is a sequel, I think, to starring A Boy and His Blob, which is a game I've heard of, or maybe I'm thinking of The Ooze. Yeah, I'm thinking of The Ooze on Sega Mega Drive. I have heard of A Boy and His Blob, but I've not played it. I don't think. Maybe I have on an emulator. But this is David Crane's The Rescue of Princess Blobette, DMG USA card. Now I am so interested in serial numbers, serial codes, and it also had a little manual with it. It's not boxed, it's got the manual, so I guess I'll put this in my little miscellaneous manual envelope. More about the amazing jelly bean. This is very, very funny. Back with Blob. David Crane, designer of the award-winning NES A Boy and His Blob, is back with this all-new adventure for Game Boy. Blah, blah, blah. Look at David Crane. That is exactly what you expect, you know, a video game programmer or designer from the 80s, 90s to look like, isn't it? No offense to the guy. Very nice. Another thing I got there, which I think I got for a good price, about a third of what a very cursory search suggested it might cost on eBay. Dungeons and Dragons, Warriors of the Eternal Sun for Mega Drive, label in decent nick. Fortunately unboxed, because I cannot be bothered with Mega Drive boxes. Although the annoying thing about it is that it's quite fortunate for someone like me who doesn't want boxed for certain consoles. It's quite fortunate that Game Boy games are usually unboxed. N64 games are usually unboxed. Whereas Mega Drive games, about half and half. You really do often see boxed copies. And because the boxes last, because they're plastic obviously. So if you want boxed, that's great obviously, and they're in better condition than say like SNES or N64. But I don't. I just want the cartridges for now. Maybe my tastes will change. Not least of all because I'm not going to collect everything on Mega Drive. I don't even know why I bought this. Now I think about it. No, it'd be fun to try out. Anything different on Mega Drive that's not arcadey or Sonic is worth a go, because my awareness of the system's library is just arcadey shit, which it's very Sega, you know, for God's sake. Move with the times, man. And Sonic. Anyway, so one other game I got, neatly packaged, dirt cheap, like £2, very well priced, I think, for a Game Boy game. Nice, so within my £4 maximum that I've since established. Yeah, this was from Arcade on Salt Market, where it's kind of like a console arcade. but they also have a small retail bit at the front. And it took my pal noticing the loose Game Boy carts, and this was dirt cheap. Had to just discern through but yeah, label's nice. Game Boy Color. I've gotten a few Game Boy Color games recently. Yeah, so Thunderbirds. Just realising that I've sort of failed to relax. But whatever. Carlton reminds me of the Carlton Hotel in Edinburgh. This is Carlton in a sans serif font, I suppose. Nice. The guy there, who's very chatty, very friendly, asked me, he's like, "Oh, were you like big into Thunderbirds when you were younger?" I was like, "Nope, I just like buying cheap Game Boy games." And he was like, "Oh, yep, cool, fair enough." And I think as well they were like, "Oh, like here's your receipt." It's not that one. I don't know. Oh, they emailed me a receipt. That's right. And he was like, you know, like if the hardware doesn't work, and again, I think maybe disappointing him a little bit. I was like, I'm not gonna play it. You know, I care if it works, but who am I to know? You know, which is not that true. Like I do like the idea of just having time one day when I have time. People talk that way about their lives, don't they? I don't fall so deep in the illusion that I say it, but you know, you go around with these notions, don't you, of like, or when will I, for me, you know, when will I play all of these Game Boy games? I'm like, well, one day I'll have time to just give each one an hour of my time. Not play through, complete all of them, for God's sake, no, but like have a knowledge of all of them. Just one day, just go through it, you know, not one day, but one day when there is the time. Yeah, when does that day come? Last thing I bought, I will take the price off this because I don't know if it was a good price or not, and I'm not going to. I will take it out of the sleeve so that I don't have to scratch the price off, the sticker off, and risk damaging the card. Not that it's like super duper valuable or anything, but oh my god, as far as I am concerned, this is perfect and beautiful, and I am even enunciating in such a way as to not spit all over it. Oh, isn't that fucking gorgeous? So this is there's an A1 Comics or Static Games. I forget, they've kind of changed names a bit recently. A1 Comics, A1 Games. They sell individual cards. Most of them there were like between like 10 and 30 quid, these like individual ones. I just bought one. And I'm not going to make a big habit of it. I've known about it for like a couple months that they sell them there. But, oh, it's beautiful. I was swithering between this and Mewtwo. Always the good stuff. Or a Chansey. But this just really took my fancy. I mean, isn't that beautiful? And I'll probably just leave that there. I don't have much more to say about the cards at the moment. I was with my pal. You know, he's into the collecting as well. So I've been sort of like gearing myself and say, oh, I want to buy a Pokemon card, like one of the like cool shiny ones there. And this is my fucking birthday weekend, and I was with him, so it was good. It was fun. It was fun. But as I said to him there, it's like, you know, it's a quick way to spend 30 quid. Yeah, just like, oh, cool, there it is. There's it gone. So yeah, 30 quid for that card. I don't know if that's a good price. Doesn't matter. It was provided and provides a modicum. Oh, Jesus, twinged my arm there. A modicum of pleasure. So I've been a bit of a, not a big spender, but a little big spender. Treating myself well and truly. And it's been nice. And I am relaxing now. So, make peace with my evening in. And that'll do. thanks for listening or something. Cheers.